So today is Egg Day. So our theme is going to be around eggs. And I also wanted to give a little shout out to people that have been with us going, hey, thank you for following. Thank you for being involved with this. It's been really exciting for me to be able to share what I'm doing. And I think each day I'm getting a little bit more comfortable and I'm reviewing myself going, smile more, make more contact. I'm like, but this has really been a wonderful opportunity. I wanted to address cost because people say the other day when we talked about how much would it cost to, for this chicken dinner, it was about $14 if we made it at home. And then if we went to McDonald's or we went to, what are the other places at Kentucky Fried Chicken or Boston Market, and it was almost twice as much. But people say to me, gosh, how can you eat fresh like that every day? What is the cost? So I kind of wrote some things down, and I know that for these two eggs right here, if you get, you can get a dozen eggs for $2.50 or $2.99 or $1.99 if it's on sale. So I was thinking that mostly around like $2.99 to $3.50. So you're looking at 30 cents an egg. Two eggs would be 60 cents. If you had your two eggs for breakfast and you had an ounce of oatmeal, which would probably be another 20 cents, because that's what an ounce of oatmeal, when I buy the big bag of it, that's what it ends up being. Something like this melon here, and when I cut this down, this melon is going to be probably, excuse me while I get the scale, this melon here is 5 pounds. I take the skin off, it's probably in the seeds out, maybe about 3.5, say 4 pounds. So 4 pounds, this cost me $3. So that's like 80 cents a pound. And if I'm going to get 2.5 servings out of a pound, which is 6 ounces, it's going to be around 30, 40 cents. So you've got 60 cents for your eggs. You've got 10 cents for your oats. That's 70 cents. You've got about 30 cents here. That's $1. That's $1 for a healthy, good breakfast that you've got. And I'm going to keep continuing to reinforce the 6 essential nutrients: your protein, your fat, your carbohydrates. That's where you're going to get your vitamins, your minerals, and there's lots of water in here. A melon, watermelon, they're about 80, 90% water, but they've got lots of fiber in there, and they're sweet, but it's a very small amount of fructose. And again, the fiber and the water is what you want. And you want to be able to eat your food so that you slowly break it down. That's why it's important to have the fiber, and you want to eat the fruit, don't drink the juice. Because once the fiber wall has been broken down, that fructose is going to get taken up right away. Plus, you'll eat a lot more. And in these smoothies, you'll see if you go out to get a smoothie that they put a cup of juice, apple juice or orange juice to sweeten it. Then they'll throw in a banana, then they throw in pineapple, then they throw in an apple, and they might throw a little spinach or kale in there so that you think you're getting something good. But you've gotten all of this juice. You've got all of this sugar in there, and you drink it down. And like when you hand a child a glass of apple juice, if you actually had them eat the amount of apples that it would take to get the juice, the fiber would fill them up. I've done that at school with the kids, and I think I may have already mentioned this, where they had one girl was juicing and one girl was eating. And as she peeled it and ate it, the girl would juice it. And then at the end, it was like this person had tried to eat 4 or 5 oranges, and she was so full she couldn't move. The girl that juiced the 4 or 5 oranges drank it and goes, "What's for breakfast?" So it was the fiber that filled them up and which slowed down the absorption of the sugar. So, okay, so you could actually have a breakfast for $1. I like to eat raspberries, fresh raspberries. Well, they can be anywhere from $2.50 for 6 ounces to $4.99 if you're going to get the organic ones. So if you added that with a cup of yogurt, I use the Greek yogurt. That's what I like. And a container of Greek yogurt can be $5 for four servings of that. It's got 4 cups. So that's $1.25. And then you've got, your $2.50 or $3 you spent on your raspberries. So that would be what, $3.25. And then if you had another 10 cents, so your breakfast can be anywhere from $1 to $6, depending upon what kind of fruit. The expensive part is if you're going to do fresh berries, you're going to do an apple, you're going to do an orange, pineapple. It is what the fruit that you put in there. So from the $1 to the $6, it's the same nutritional value for you. It's just what your budget is. Same thing with lunch and dinner. Because I eat similar, my largest meal is at dinner time. On your veggies, fruits and veggies, you figure they're going to be $1.50 to $2 a pound for all your fruits and veggies. That's about a rough estimate. And you get 2.5 servings out of each pound of vegetables, but figure 2 servings because you might lose some skin and some shrinkage when you're cooking it. So figure 2 servings. So it's about $1 to $1.50 for a serving. And then your proteins, if it's going to be eggs at 60 cents, cheese about 80 cents. I like to eat mozzarella cheese. That might cost $5 a pound. I eat 2 ounces. That's 6 servings. So between 80 cents and $1 for your cheese. It could be a little less if you're going to be having Jack or cheddar cheese, and maybe you're getting it for $3 a pound. So depending upon if you want the expensive mozzarella or if you're going to have Jack or cheddar, if you got a little sale on the cheese. The same for tofu. I eat 4 ounces of tofu. The extra firm tofu is about $2 a pound. You get 4 servings out of that. So you can see that it's about 50 cents a serving. So if you figure that your vegetables $1, those leaner proteins that, the ones that aren't meat or fish are going to be anywhere from 50 cents to $1.50 per pound. You put that together. And then you also have, if you wanted to do chicken, beef, and turkey, that's going to be for a serving between $1 to $1.25, depending if you're going to get organic. Do you get your chicken on sale? So I kind of shop around. I like to use, when I'm having chicken or turkey or chicken, turkey, or beef. I don't eat beef myself, but I bring it home for the family. I try to get things that are grass-fed. I try to get things that are organic, that I know that have been raised well, because protein I like to have a high quality of protein, especially when I'm feeding my children and my grandchildren. So, and then fish, of course, I usually get my fish at Whole Foods or Lenardi's or at the farmer's market, because I want things that are locally sourced, and I want to make sure that they aren't coming from waters that are polluted. So I'll leave it at that. So I'm going to spend anywhere from 9 to sometimes on occasion, like my birthday or my husband and I, when on our anniversary, I would get some sea bass, Chilean sea bass. Well, Chilean sea bass can be $25 a pound, but I'm only eating 4 ounces of that. So that would be something for a really special occasion. At Whole Foods, if you're going to get, or Lenardi's, if you're going to get a filet mignon or a really nice piece of meat, it can cost as much as the fish does. So those are things that I rarely do, and it's going to be more like $6 or $7 for a portion. But I try to stay with things that are around $2 to $3 a portion. And you can see during the day, I might spend $3 for $3 to $4 on my breakfast. My lunch maybe $5, and my dinner will probably be about $3 because I eat a little less at dinner. So for about $10 to $12 a day, I can feed myself really well. And if you multiply that times 30 days in a month, and you've got 10, you're about $300 to $400 to feed yourself really well. I never go out to dinner. I mean, it's like so rare that I do that because I really love the food that I make. I'm looking at the time, but we're going to get, we're going to have plenty of time for this, but I wanted to just say, it is not more expensive to eat healthy food and to make sure that you're eating 3 meals for your children and for your family. Of course, children eat a little bit less, so you figure on small children, it's like 2 to 1. But if we take the time to learn to cook well and we shop reasonably, we can live in a budget and feed our family really healthy. And that is how you're going to lower your medical costs and how you're going to stay engaged and you're going to be healthier in the world. Your children will do better in school. You're going to do better. Little exercise in the morning, breathing well, interacting with others, getting a partner that you do. It's physical, it's emotional, but it's also this spiritual part of working together. So I like to make sure that we take care of the whole person, and I am showing you how I do the food part. So I've got this melon here. Rose is going to be my experiment today with my veggie scramble that we're doing. So again, I cut off both ends of the melon and I come right around. And remember, the melon is round, so as I'm cutting, I'm going around. And I don't like to come back to take off the skin of places that I missed. So just take your time, saw when you go. So last time when I showed you how to do the cantaloupe, I cut it in half and I said wrap it up. So if I'm going to be having a party and I want to prep up the day before, I will take my honeydew, a cantaloupe, a pineapple, and I'll peel them and leave them just like this. And then the next day, wrap them up. The next day, I'm going to cut it up, and it'll be nice and fresh. And I mean, it's going to be fresh and good anyway. But so I'm going to wrap this one up. This one, thanks, Rose. This one, I'm going to take out the seeds in the center. Oh, that smells so good. It's so nice to have my assistant Rose here with me. So I'm going to see how much this yields. So this is, so I ended up with 2.5 pounds. And I'm going to take this now and I'm going to cut it like this. Again, always protecting your fingers. I'm going to put it right in here. Okay. Protect your fingers, wash your hands. My motto. So now I'm going to make the scramble. I'm going to turn my pan on. I'm going to spray it. Okay, so today what I have, Rose has, I'm cooking breakfast for Rose today, or lunch rather. So she has 2 ounces of brown rice, and then I've got steamed broccoli, I've got fresh spinach from the garden, and I've got mushrooms. So I'm going to saute those off, and a little basil from yesterday. I'm going to saute those off. I'm going to put the brown rice in. I'm going to add these 2 eggs that I have here. So I take it and I whip it up, and you really want to get, if you can see that, you want to get air in here so it's kind of fluffy. So I have got this really hot now. I'm going to put a little dill. I think dill goes great with eggs. I'm going to pop in these mushrooms. Slightly saute. So the more air, the fluffier it's going to be. And if you take flat underneath, you can see. I got my little grandson doing this now. It's so cool. He's just a natural.
Yeah, you can see
good.
good.
I can see. Good. just gonna slightly, I like to keep all my vegetables kind of crispy. I'm gonna throw the broccoli in and the spinach and the brown rice. Stir it up. You can really put anything in your veggie in your stir fry. And if you did not want to use eggs and you want it to be vegan, you can take kind of your medium tofu and break it up into little pieces, and you can use that as your egg, and that's wonderful too. So you can do a nice veggie stir fry, but using tofu instead of eggs. So this is kind of all heated up, kind of together. Oh, smells so good, Rose. So good. Got a little dill. I'm gonna put just a little salt. Salt. Right there. Where? Right there.
Or you want the
No,
shaker?
yeah. I don't want to use that. So I got a little dill, a little salt, and then I'm going to put a little basil in here. And that was the basil from yesterday. Roll it in chiffonade. And then I'm going to sprinkle it over the top. Sun-dried tomatoes go wonderful in here, or just tomatoes. So at the end here, I'm going to put, I've got a couple of tomatoes that I'm going to grill, and I'm going to put it right on top. You're going to love this, Rose. You can kind of see how everything is bright and green and wonderful. So awesome. Okay. Then I take my egg. Put it in here. This is awesome. I'm a person that doesn't like a lot of egg. I like scrambles because I really love vegetables. So the egg is just to put the protein in. So I'm going to let this just kind of sit. You can put a little ground beef or ground turkey in here. Call it the new Joe special. Hit it with a little Parmesan cheese on the top. So that is done. I'm setting it to the side. I'm going to put a little lid on it. And now I'm going to bring out my other little frying pan. Okay, so we need 4 more ounces. Perfect. Okay, I am going to. Okay, so I got this going, and a little salt. I'm going to take my tomato, not quite ready. So tomorrow, but I want to show you this today because we're doing eggs. Rose and I are going to have egg salad for lunch. So we got the tomato, almost hot. I like everything, you know, I like the pan really hot before I put it in there. So I'm going to take this now. And I take the smaller side, not the bigger side for the egg. I'm gonna put this in. Okay, perfect. Because I'm looking to get it brown. So I'm gonna take my egg, I hard boiled these this morning, and I'm going to break this up. So we're gonna take our fat, which is 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. So I'll be putting 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise in this. Oh gosh, this is gonna be awesome. Can you hear those tomatoes sizzling? Now in my egg salad, I put just a little bit of salt and pepper and mustard, just a tad. But you can put a little dill, you can chop up a little red onion into that. But I like it just traditional, just simple. So we're almost done here. Yep. Okay. All right, now I've got my tablespoon. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. About just a little tad of mustard, a little salt. I'm going to put a little dill, just for fun. And then I'm going to mix this up. Oh, this is going to be so good. So this is enough for 2 servings. I like to make my egg salad and let it sit overnight so it gets all those good flavors in there. Good, that's it. Simple, simple. And I do not like an egg salad that it's real mayonnaise-y. Ugh, no, I like it. And this is just perfect. Look at that. I don't know if you can see. Kind of. Can you see how perfect that is? Not real mayonnaise-y. I like it. I like my eggs shredded. Okay. So now we'll put that away for tomorrow, and we will have a nice egg salad. And we'll be either on spinach leaves. I'll probably put it on a bed of spinach leaves and romaine. Have some sliced cucumbers, steamed veggies around that.
Try bringing it like right here in the camera. I just want to see if,
can you guys see it?
hold on, we're not like exactly live. Go like right like here.
Is that good?
I don't know yet.
Can you see it?
Better now. I think the light from the
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
All right.
All right. Good. Okay.
A little bit better.
A little better.
We'll get
Okay,
it.
we're getting
We'll
it.
get it.
Okay, so now I'm gonna put together breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, those tomatoes are going so good. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, you're gonna be loving this. Okay, so I'm gonna take my frittata here, my scramble. Nice. Nice, Rose. Nice. Okay.
Ooh, I can smell it.
Can you smell it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can see that close. It's got mushrooms and rice and broccoli and spinach. And then I've got my tomatoes here. And I am just gonna put these up a little. You good with this, Rose?
Yeah, man. Do you want to speak just real quick to the idea of usually, like on a regular day, weighing after it's cooked, but that sometimes you can be flexible?
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
how did you kind of like manage that? Because I know that we
Well,
always talk about
I
the veggies.
weighed the vegetables before I put them in, so I knew I had 6 ounces on your veggies when I put them into that, and I weighed out the rice. That when I weighed out your tomato, it was 5 ounces, and I needed 4. So I can weigh that out. I was kind of fudging a little bit. Do you want me to weigh it out?
No.
Okay.
I am fine with the flexibility, but there is like a foundation, a standard, like right. You know what I mean? And so with our vegetables, we typically want to weigh them after. Why?
Well, because when they are, you see the steam? Well, part of the weight is what, remember I said about water weight, just like us, water weight. If I weigh myself before I pee or after I pee, there's video, okay? So imagine that's what's happening here. So I am going to put this on here right now.
Wait, show them up closer too.
Here it is. So I put those tomatoes. So we have 10 ounces of vegetables. Oh, isn't that so good? 2 ounces of grain. And we've got 2 eggs in there. So this is pretty amazing. Rosie's gonna go, oh my God. So then can I put my fruit right there so I can on there or no, or you want it separate?
That's fine. Just squish it over a little bit.
Okay,
so it doesn't get all hot.
I am going to push this over for Rose, just a little bit. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go with 6 ounces.
It's fine if it touches. It's fine.
Fine? Yeah. So I am just almost right there. Oh, Jesus. Okay, Rose. We're good.
It's good.
So is that good? Oh my God, that is luscious.
Get
luscious.
Right up close in there. Because the glare comes in right from the window.
I'm coming up close. Can you guys see it? Yummy. Okay. This is a really inexpensive lunch that's going to be amazing on your palate. Just amazing. Oh, and it's 12 o'clock. Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys enjoy. Love you. See you tomorrow. And thank you.
Bye, you guys. Have a good one. I'm going to be enjoying this one.